58. Calculate the ionization constant for each of the following acids or bases from the ionization constant of its conjugate base or conjugate acid. And then we have letter E. So in this case, we have to find the ionization constant for C6H5NH3+. So the first thing is this going to be an acid or a base? Well, generally, if you do see that you have a positive sign, that means that you're acidic. Positives are gained because you have H pluses. The more acidic hydrogens, which are in H plus, the more acidic you are. But when you gain H's, you gain plus charges. So that's why a plus charge kind of means that you're acidic. So this would be an acid, and therefore we would be solving for Ka. That's the ionization constant. Ka stands for acid. Now in the back of a textbook, I did find the conjugate base. A conjugate base, remember, is one hydrogen less. So here there was 3 hydrogens. Now they're down to 2, but everything else should remain the same. So that Kb value for the base is 4.3 times 10 to the negative 10th. So in essence, we're just going from a Kb value to a Ka. But the question is, what's the formula? How do we go from a Kb to a Ka? Well, good question. There's only one equation, and that's this one right here. Kw equals Ka times Kb. Now, if we just want to solve for Ka, we would divide on both sides by the Kb. Kb would cancel, and you have Ka by itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to perform that first for the simplicity of the video. So I'm just going to say, okay, I'm going to divide Kw by Kb. That comes down here. This makes it a little bit nicer. And there we go. Now, Kb was from the back of the textbook. So that's 4.3 times 10 to the negative 10th. And since we pulled that number from the back of the textbook, that's at room temperature. So you should remember what the Kw number is. That one probably should be memorized by your teacher or professor. They probably want you to memorize it. It's 1.0 times 10 to the negative 14th, or you could just say it's 1 times 10 to the negative 14th, or you could just say 10 to the negative 14th. So let's plug in. Something divided by something equals Ka. 1.0 times 10 to the negative 14th divided by the 4.3 times 10 to the negative 10th. Okay, Ka equals, what do we got? 1 times 10 to the negative 14th divided by 4.3 times 10 to the negative 10th. And we get 2.3 times 10 to the negative 5th. And there you go. That's the answer. We're almost done with this number. I think we have one more. We have letter F, and then we're good to go. Moving on to better things. But I will see you in letter F if you guys are on the playlist. If you wouldn't mind, please press the subscribe button in the meantime. But thank you for that. I'll see you later. Okay, bye-bye.